Hola, hola, hola. Hello, everybody. Welcome to His Grace Science. Hola, muy buenas noches. Bienvenidos a His Grace Science. I'm going to go ahead and jump this only in English only. My name is Brian, and my page name is His Grace Science. I am a bilingual crafter here, and most of my bilingual crafting is done live during Facebook Live. But this is my first time jumping in my YouTube with the YouTube community as a live video. Tonight I'm going to be making a tag, and this tag is something that you could go ahead and decorate with, or you could go ahead and add to a vignette, or you could go ahead and add it to a table, coffee table, put it on top of a book or so on. So I hope you go ahead and check this out. I hope that it inspires you to recreate it, or if not, let me know in which other ways you guys can go ahead and use this throughout your home. Most of the items I'm going to be using tonight is going to be found, you may be able to find them at Dollar Tree or some of your crafting stores that you may have near you. By the way, you could also find a lot of my ideas, my projects, also on Instagram as well as Pinterest, and of course in Facebook, which is His Grocery Science Official. All right, let's go ahead and get started. From the Dollar Tree, I went ahead and got this, and this is a pack of 2 that you could get just like this. It comes in a pack of 2. I bought it during summertime here in my local Dollar Tree. And by the way, these are also found in, you can find them in so many crafting stores or online. And this are also sold at the Dollar Tree whenever you like, for almost every season. Now I'm going to be using some items that that you may or may not be familiar that exists at the Dollar Tree, which is great, or in other places. So I'm going to be using today a faux leather, which is this one right here. Voy a estar utilizando lo que se llama ¿cómo se dice? Un cuero. Wait, I'm translating. What am I translating? I'm so used to translating. So going to make sure that you guys can see this well. All right, so here it is. So the first thing I'm going to do is that we're going to go ahead and cut this, make the align it to your bottom, and we're going to just try to cut as least the amount as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and align it, and as best as I could, making sure that I don't have to do too many cuts. Going to draw it out, and I might be able to use 2 out of this. And thank you, those that are coming in, thank you so much. I wish that you could go ahead and leave me any messages so that I could see. This is my very first YouTube live video. So thank you for those that are here tonight with me. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and as you can see, by making it out of leather, you are going to be, make sure that you guys can see this well, making it out of leather, you're going to be able to now make it more of a sophisticated look to this. There we go. I live here in the state of Florida, which is right now very hot. We're in the month of summer. We're in the month of August. Sorry, summer is not a month but a season. But we're in the month of August here, and it is extremely hot, as you probably are also on your neck of the woods. All right, so I did 2 of them. I'm going to go ahead and cover the front and the back, or actually both sides. I'm going to be using something a little stronger. I'm going to, other than Mod Podge, I'm going to use some wood glue, being that we are using a wooden surface. Whichever wood glue you have at your hand, on your near you. This one does not want to come out. I'm going to go ahead and use a sponge to spread my glue. Oh, I see some comments here. I see Nick. Thank you for being here. Fletcher. The comments look very small. Honestly, guys, this is the first time doing my live here. So thank you for those that are joining. You could always check out my page and give it a follow if you like this tutorial and want to see a few more. My style is more on the elegant side, so that doesn't throw anybody off. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. That seems may have added a little bit too much glue on this side, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and remove any excess. Just go ahead and align it. This is one of the reasons why you want to go ahead and use more like wood glue, because that way you could align it and kind of spread it around and stretch it, make sure that it's all covered. Now we are ready to do the other side. Thanks for the thumbs up, Cassandra. Hello, hello. I'm usually a bilingual. I do my bilingual crafting, Spanish and English, completely always bilingual on my Facebook channel. So I'm kind of thrown off only doing it as a one language only, which is kind of different for me. But I figure it'll take a little less time. All right, notice that this has a hole here. We're not going to, we are going to go ahead and open it up, but first we're going to just go ahead and glue these well. This is the faux leather. By the way, you could also go ahead and use, if you have some old real leather or old leather, faux leather, what do you call that, purse, you may want to, why not, reuse it. Okay, so now everything is covered. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to use my little roller, my brayer here, and I'm going to just make sure that it is, all of the bubbles, air bubbles that may have formed are completely out. Not only that, but you just want to make sure that it is adhering on every side. See, this one, it has a little bit of showing here, so I'm going to go ahead and lift it up and just want to align it a little bit better. There. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So now that we have done that, we want to go ahead and go back and cut off the edges, any edges that you may have overlooked in your cutting. You can never cut it perfectly to when you're first cutting it out. So there's always going to be a little tiny bit left. So here it is. Just going back and forth, making sure on both sides it's as close to your edge as you could possibly get to. Now, one of the things that makes your crafting, your personal home decorating, your DIY home decor, a little bit more personal or completely you, it's by adding things, recyclable things that are old to you, and you could go ahead and reuse them in a new way. So I am going to go ahead and do that by using an old purse, and I'm going to show you here. This was an old purse that broke for me, and this was from my native country in Colombia. And I'm going to go ahead and reuse some of these things. I love this flower. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use gel flower, but I'm definitely going to be cutting out this over here. Let me get my scissors. I'm going to go ahead and try to use or save as much as possible. So I'm going to come here on my edges. And this is going to now be attached to one of the sides, not both. Think the fact that we're going to be able to see this, it makes it a lot more interesting and gives you a nice story to share and lets people know that, hey, I did it myself, right? So I'm going to now see which is the best way to attach it. Notice that you can still see the brown through it. Can you shout me out? Yes, Penny, of course. Penny Goodman, thank you so much for being here. Aw, thank you so much for being here, guys. And here, you can still see the alpha here. The letters are, the display on my phone, it gets to be very small. And of course, my eyesight. After you turn 40, I realized that your eyesight, and especially once you turn 45, your eyesight is not the same. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I did not realize that I have these colors here. So I'm going to go ahead and try to remove this color. I don't like the tan. I think it's calling it out. It's giving me a little bit too much attention. So I'm going to remove the tan only. So by doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and clip it here and there, making sure that I don't cut the other sides, the other colors. So who could say amen to that, right? The eyesight. Oh goodness, I tell you, the things that used to be really, I never used glasses, you guys. You gain a new subscriber. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you so much. I never used glasses in my life. Never needed it in my life. I was always proud of my eyesight, And once I turned 40, boy, going 40, 41, I started putting my stuff really, really far away, to the point that my husband was kept on telling me, it needs to happen, dear. You need to go and get your glasses. Then you hit 45, and then it's like, I can't live without that. It's like it becomes like my phone. I can't live without it. So, if you are not on that's not your age bracket. Be grateful for the good eyesight that you may have right now. All right, so all I'm doing here, and this is just becoming very tedious, is just the fact that I am pulling out the tan color of this, and that is so that it won't be so just want the black and the brown. I think that's sophisticated enough. See, notice that. What do you think now? See? All right, so what I'm going to do with this is that I'm going to, yes, definitely going to go ahead and add it. I'm going to just brush it with my wood glue. Okay, I already put it away. So I'm going to go ahead and put my wood glue just a little tiny bit here. I'm going to brush it. No, but I do know that not everything is going to adhere to it. So I'm going to, on the edges, for a good measure, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of hot glue. So, get a little more wood glue. The wood glue is much thicker than a Mod Podge. So, that gives you, and it also dries out clear, so there is no worries to that. So wherever we could make it a little bit more a point to make sure that it's adhering. So I'm going to make sure that I don't put this over the glue. I'm going to turn this over. Don't want any glue on the other side. So all the white, no worries, is going to fade away once it's dry. For now, we just kind of wanted to make some type of adhesion. By the way, my Spanish is my very first native language. So if I sound a little different to you, yes, Spanish is my very first language. It's my native language. All right, so as I glue it down, just pressing it, just to make sure that the hot glue does kind of make a little bit of hold. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm not going to bother this anymore. I'm going to work on the other side. In just a minute, we'll go ahead and cut out all of the edges. Am I going to go live tomorrow? You know what? I am home, so I actually could. I wasn't sure how this would work out. To be honest with you, it's my very first live, so I wasn't sure how this would work out. I really, I am enjoying it, and I'm so grateful for being here. All right, so I'm going to use one of the handles on the other side, as you could see. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and use this on the other side, which is just a one of the handles, or yes, of the purse. So go ahead and hot glue it. The hot glue should be a safe kind of glue now that it is being adhered to that faux leather. Just gonna hold it into place for just a minute or two. Yes, so my plan was not, I did not plan this long term. I went ahead and kind of see, I'm like, let me give it a try and see how this goes. And if it works out, then I'll do it again. If not, then at least we tried it. Oh, look at this. I was wrong. It's totally wrong. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. It did not at all adhere to that. So now let's go ahead and make our plan B, which I'm kind of glad to know that, because then I'm hot gluing it. A hot plan B will always be, you know, super glue. When everything else fails, you super glue. Right? So it gives you some extra superpowers here. Makes you super smart. So I'm gonna go ahead and put just oopsie, I should not add it to the top of that. I'm going to go ahead and use that, and hoping that I don't super glue my fingers onto this. And I'm going to try to remove a little bit here. As I said, I don't want to hot glue super glue my fingers. Now I'm going to go ahead and, now that I know this, go ahead and go back and super glue. Put little dots of super glue here and there. And adhere this side really, really well. Making sure that it is not going, that is bonding, it's not going anywhere. I tell you guys, I love crafting. I love turning a whole lot of nothing into something beautiful, something that is only you have, something that, hey, it makes you so unique. I love crafting because you can turn it, you know, your style, you know, whatever funky style you have. I just love that. You know, you don't have to try to walk the stores and try to find the thing. You could create it yourself. And I think that makes you so powerful, right? That I don't have to wait for the stores to kind of carry what I want. I can make it. So that's one of the things I love about crafting. I have one of those, my styles, and by the way, guys, I'm sorry. I am, ever since I'm starting my what do you call that? My what do you call those things? Menopause. So I'm just getting old. I'm just getting old. And all these things come once you're old. So anyway, so my style is, I love elegant style. I love kind of like monochromatic kind of designs. So which gives it like a little bit more of a modern look. But I do love the traditional as well. So it's kind of like a modern traditional, I guess, if you're going to call it. There. Let me know what you think. What was my favorite childhood memory? My favorite childhood memory. My favorite childhood memory will be, I was more of a tomboy. I'm looking for the other handle. Where did I put it? I was more of a tomboy growing up. And I was always jumping on, I have to cut the other handle. I don't know where I left my handle. Anyways, I was more of a tomboy, and I was always jumping or climbing trees. And I think climbing trees, my grandmother's house, I think that has to be like right up there. Used to have my cousins, my aunt. We used to hide. We used to hide up there in the trees. Remember, I grew up in Colombia, as in South America. So, love the climbing trees. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and press this down. Now you have a cohesive look on both sides. Just making sure that pressing really well. So just because we want to always finish our sides, I'm going to go ahead and just take my simple Sharpie. If I could find it here among the brushes. Here it is. I think I see it. Here it is. So what I'm going to do here is I want to just give it a more of a, not a wooden look. Oops, some papers are sliding. So I think you get the point of making sure that we get a nice edge, a nice finish. Yes, this one is not adhering, so I'm not really sure what the deal is. I'm going to go ahead and put some dots of wood glue, and then hoping that my hot glue will do the trick in between. My super glue, since we know that the hot glue is not working. Press it down. I'm going to go ahead and use, press this down just like this, and using my bigger roller. 10 out of 10. 10, thank you. Yeah, growing up, I was more of a tomboy. Love the outdoors, being outdoors. My grandmother, we would spend whole afternoons in the backyard. That was the fun about growing. There we go. So let me know how you like that. Look how simple this looks and how elegant this looks, guys. Right? It's like Pier 1 has nothing in us, right? So what I'm going to do now is that I really want to add the Welcome Fall. But I'm not sure if this is the type that I want. Not sure. This is the one that I made earlier in the other one. It also says Welcome Fall, so I'm not sure if this is what I want. Here it is. And I made this, it comes like this. I made this for like you can put it on the book or something of that essence. But I do have the other letters. Where did I put them? And these are the ones that fell off of me. I think I'm going to have to use that one. But let's go ahead and turn it a little bit more different. So what I'm going to do is that I know what to do. I'm going to go ahead and give it a more sophisticated look by painting it white, gold. Going to use the Folk Art Gold. This brush has dried. This was from another project that I did. So I'm going to go ahead and use a newer brush, fresh brush. There we go. I think the gold will stand out. Remember, I told you that my style is more on the elegant side. Love a hint of gold. Not tacky, you know, not gold everywhere, but a hint of gold here and there. That'd be great. Those that are new here, thank you so much. I hope you go ahead and check out my videos. I have shorts and regular videos on my YouTube channel. This is my first time being here live, so I hope that you get to enjoy this and that we could meet again. Like Woody says, Buzz, you know, meet again, Buzz Lightyear. All right, so now I see lots of brush strokes, which I don't want. I'll go ahead and put this paper towel here, and I'm going to press this side down. That removes a lot of my excess. Just go ahead and wipe. There you go. Okay. Always close this, and I have my little brushes that are going to get washed. Did notice that I failed mixing. You could always do it this way too. Love that as well. But this is I'm having a hard time gluing things to this side. Oh, yikes. Hold on. I've had some of these tassels here. I'm not sure if this is something that I want. Tassels, I don't know about you, but tassels always make me feel like completed. Like my life is completed if I have tassels. No, too much. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just add this right here to this. I kind of wish that I could give it a nice cute finish on the end, on the edges. And that is what I'm coming a little bit short of my creativity right now. I'm going to go ahead and check and see what I'm going to have. Let's see. Let's try a ribbon and see if that will give me the look I want. And that is way too much. And that is too much. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave it alone. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue this. And now that we know that hot glue does not work, I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of wood glue. Just here in the middle. Just little tiny bits. And then in addition to this, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of my what do you call this? Super glue. Just as I said, a few dots here and there. Especially those edges. Those on the edge. And if you see my eyes right now, they are trying to focus. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. Hoping when I turn it over, making sure that it is aligned. And now I see that it is. And I just see that I kind of got a little bit on there. And I think we could go ahead and take a little bit of alcohol and remove some of that paint that I got on there. I think it's my finger, the one that's causing the issue. Oh, I'm on the road to 1,000? No way. Did I really? Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I didn't know that. All right, so here it is. I'm going to think, oh, this is removed. Here it is. So we have Welcome Fall. We have this on there. And I think what I'm going to do, because I think a tassel is wonderful. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and use a tassel right on here, as I have a little some beads to attach to this up top. And I think it will make my life and my, make me a little happy. By the way, I also have some of this, and in case that is, I think this makes it. I kind of wish that it was a gold. So let me see if I could see if I can find a gold one that may kind of do the trick. Here is, and these are from the store Joann's. I do not get any penny from them, but I think this one will do it, guys. And this is a brooch. So I said my style is more on the on the elegant side. So it makes my heart happy to have golden sparkly things and texture things near me. I don't know about you. So I think that simplicity right there, I'm going to use that. And what I'm going to do, instead of adding something black on the edge, I'm going to use, in just a minute, I'll use my I don't know where I put it, my Sharpie. And I will add my Sharpie, just making a line. I probably use a ruler just to make sure that it's nice and straight. I just want to accentuate those ends, those edges. And where is my crease glue? So this is remember, I'm having a little bit of a hard time gluing this. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use the wood glue and crazy glue mixture. Hopefully that will do the trick. Crossing fingers, everybody. Here we go. And I think that will be wonderful. Now remember that we're going to be opening this a little, poking a hole through here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and add, I have our, here we go. Just want to poke my hole. And this is where, remember, we're making a tag. So we want to be able to make our tag something that we could attach, or, kind of like a beads that we could kind of create through here. So I'm going to go ahead and now let's use our beautiful gold trim. And this gold trim is just a braided cord. And I believe this is from the store Walmart. And no, I am not getting any money from them, so I'm just telling you what I get. Now, I don't want this to be super long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this here. I'm going to try to close it up. And you all tell me how you think. Did you know the fall could be so glamorous? So I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of hot glue. I might just use the crazy glue as well, but I just don't want to kind of close my fingers together. And remember about my tassel? You guys, no worries. We're going to add this baby to this. Here, we're going to go ahead and put our little tassel at the end of this. You know what? I cut it too short, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the next one up. And go ahead and put this sweet little tassel on our end. And I think this is darling. What do you all think? I'm going to go ahead and hug you that for sure. This baby is almost done. I am so excited. I am so excited over this. You have no idea. If you're as excited as I am, don't forget to give it a thumbs up or a little heart. So super excited to have done this and to have done this here live with you. Look at my sweet little tassel. And look at our beautiful, beautiful. Oh, this is too darling. Thank you so much, you guys. Look at this. It says welcome fall. It has a simple. It is kind of like timeless. Look at that. We were able to recycle. We were able to make it our own style. And by the way, guys, if we want to add something like this you could add something like this to here if you want to close it, but I'm going to just leave it just like this. Well, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy this. I enjoyed being with you guys here. Thank you so much. I hope that this inspires you to use what you have, you guys, and make your own decorations your very own by creating them with the beautiful hands that the Lord has given you. Hey, if you like what you see and you want to see more of it, go ahead and check my channel and subscribe to it. You could also find me on Instagram and on Facebook under His Gross Designs, or Facebook is His Gross Designs Officials. Thank you so much. Coming back soon. Thank you. Adios. And now I don't even know how to end.